I hope you're having an amazing day. This is the beginning of week 2 of the Beam Protocol, technically. I've been avoiding filming this video literally all day. I've been dreading it since day 5, I believe, because I have fallen off the wagon, which I've been thinking about that, and I'm like, no, I jumped off the wagon, because when you fall, it's an accident, and I obviously chose to make the decisions that I made, so I would say I jumped off the wagon. So anyways, days 1, let's just say day 1 was super nourishing. I had more energy, my mood was good, I was more productive, I didn't take a nap, which was huge. Day 2 was very, very similar. Day 3, I started having some cravings, mainly fruit. Like I wanted some blueberries or dates. And just to note, that day I did start my period, so it was kind of unbelievable that I didn't even have the urge to take a nap the first 2 days. And I kind of think that was a result of maybe I say eating more frequently, but that's not true. I ate pretty frequently before, but I think I ate like a bird and junky in terms of nutrition. Like, it's weird because I feel like I'm a healthy person, or I'm interested in eating healthy foods, but I would eat like a bunch of fruit for breakfast, so that's not going to sustain me. Just going off of my cravings, that was what I wanted. Or I mean, even oatmeal, I would add fat and nuts and stuff, but I guess that wasn't necessarily what my body needed. And then I'm trying to think of like what I would eat for lunch. I would just eat random stuff. And then if I was having, I say, a bad day, some days I would make batches of the peanut butter, oatmeal, chocolate, no-bake cookies. This is all pre-Beam Protocol, by the way. But and eat those. So yeah, I feel like I was definitely an emotional eater or an escapism eater, and still working to process all that. But first 3 days I would say went really well. Day 4, I was really craving fruit even more than the previous day, and I remember I went to Natural Grocers that day and I literally wanted to cry that I couldn't. I mean, I could buy fruit, but that it wasn't recommended for me to eat it. But I resisted, so it wasn't until Friday that I had been questioning if plantain chips were Beam Protocol friendly. And, you know, like technically they're a fruit, but the ingredients in these were salt, plantains, and palm oil. Which I don't know if palm oil is Beam Protocol approved either. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, the grams of sugar in those were 0. So I was like, well, why not? But then once I get something like that, that's just all I want to eat. I don't want to eat beans. I don't want to eat my nuts. I just want to eat plantain chips. That's the kind of junk I'm talking about. So I've come to the realization that I think a huge part of my fatigue was eating like I did, which is kind of an embarrassing thing to admit, but also a really good thing to be aware of. So after that, I'm trying to remember, I did well the rest of the day, but that evening I was having like cravings. I don't know. So I ended up eating an RX bar, which is a total cheat because it has 2 dates in it. And I didn't feel too bad about it, but I think that further gave me permission to cheat the next day. So Saturday, my sister and I went olive picking, which was super fun. And we were, let's see, I ate beans and rice with some tomatoes for breakfast, and then I ate nuts in between. And then at lunch, I had already told myself I was just going to be chill and eat what was offered because we were gifted lunch. And so it was like these street tacos, which were really good, and like a bean salad actually, which was also yummy, and then some fruit, which, oh my gosh, that was like such a treat, but also good because it was, you know, just portioned out. And I feel like when I'm in other situations, like obviously not just at home, then I'm able to like stop eating. When I say I'm able to, I just do. Stop eating when I'm full. And anyways, I felt good. Went back, picked more olives. It was great. And then I went over to my sister's, and it's this weird thing that when I'm around my mom and or my sister, that I just tend to go crazy on sugar, or basically revert back to how I ate as a child. And this is totally on me. It's nothing to do with them. Like, they're not influencing me badly or anything like that. But yeah, it's a very, very strange thing. So I ate a whole bunch of Reese's peanut butter cups. I had a couple of slices of pizza, and I had these chocolate caramel things. Totally jumped off the deep end. And then I was feeling guilty about it. And then Sunday, what happened on Sunday? Oh, so my husband wanted to go to this restaurant he had heard about, and we like never go out to eat. It's not something he ever wants to do. I say that. We make an effort not to go out to eat. So the fact that he wanted to go was something that I felt like would just be a fun thing to honor and to do. So we did, and I was just go with the flow. We had these like empanada things, and then we split a cookie, and it was delicious. But anyways, so today is now Monday, and I told myself that I was going to get back on the protocol today. So I started my day. I had my psyllium husk, and then I had my lentil pasta spaghetti stuff that I made last week, which I guess you guys probably don't know about. I feel like I've been telling random people. Anyways, I added a bunch of veggies to some pasta sauce, and I had these red lentil noodles, and anyways, I had that. Oh, yeah, so that's fine. Should have had beans after that. I didn't. I had trail mix, which has cranberries in it, and sugar-coated nuts. So yeah, I just basically continued to dig myself into a deeper hole, and I do feel like I do feel guilty about it, but I'm not necessarily beating myself up as bad as I was previously. And let me see, there is this quote. Okay, here it is. A repeating pattern isn't a sign that you failed to heal, but an opportunity to respond with more grace, self-awareness, and personal empowerment. So I feel like I'm getting a lot better at remembering that healing journey, the journey of like being your highest self or feeling your best, is like any journey, an ebb and a flow, and I do realize that. But realizing that when I backslide, or whatever you want to call it, it's not necessarily failure. It's part of the journey, and it doesn't help if I continue to beat myself up, and it's a sign of evolvement when I'm able to treat myself with love and move forward. So part of me is like, oh, I do not want to put this video out there because I feel like, I don't know, it makes me feel weak, honestly, admitting that I've done all these things. Like, yeah, it really does. But I do realize I'm probably not the only one out there struggling. I know we're humans, and we all have our struggles. We all go through our things. So anyways, I am deciding to share. And I think the other point I wanted to touch on from this week is that I realized, specifically in the first 3 days when it was going so well, I realized how often I had cravings and also that I ate to like avoid or escape. So because I was limited to eating food on the bean protocol and none of that stuff was what I was craving, I would just be like, oh, well, I don't want food then because I can't have like blueberries or dates or, you know, whatever I was wanting at the time. And so that was pretty eye-opening for me, making me realize that I think I eat a lot when I'm not hungry. And then also same thing with that food not being like a huge like, oh my gosh, like I love it so much, I just want to keep eating and eating and eating. The bean protocol food, I eat until I'm full and then I'm done. So that revealed also something that I was aware of, but maybe not super aware of how big of a problem it might be, that I overeat. I eat it way past the point of being full, which that doesn't help with like digestion and energy or anything like that. So that is a report of week 1 on the bean protocol, and we'll see what happens the rest of this week. My goal is to still get back on. Not gonna make any claims now, but I will be back with the video next week. So anyhow, guys, if you're on the bean protocol, I send you love and encouragement, and acknowledge that what you're doing is really hard, and it's also really admirable that you're setting out on this journey to basically do whatever you're searching for. So if that's like health, if that is, I say health, it probably is health in whatever form that is for you. Mood, energy, feelings, emotions. I know there's like, we all have something a little bit different, but yes, again, love and encouragement. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.